Welcome to the World Wide Web and the 360 Podcast, the bite-sized show about nothing. That's right, we talk about anything and everything. I'm your host, Mr. Zach Lee. I'm a Christian, husband, father, plus I love live streaming and gaming over on Twitch. Find me there. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single episode. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Here we go. Welcome on in to the World Wide Web and the 360 Podcast. My name is Mr. Zach Lee. We are back. It is now Season 2. Why is it Season 2? Well, here's the deal. Season 2. We had a Season 1. It went great. It went awesome. We had, 7 episodes, I think, because it's now Season 8. Episode 8. Season 2. Episode 8. Season 2. Episode 8. Got it. Listen, here's the deal. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching on YouTube. If you're watching elsewhere like Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure you check out the YouTube channel. You can see who I am and what I'm doing. Because here's the deal. Today I'm showing you a little bit of the new place we're in. I think my little light died. Did it die? I think my little light died. It's still alive. It works. Hey, look. Here's the deal, though. We're in a new place right now. Me and my family are moving. Okay? We're in the process of moving quite a bit. One thing we had to do, the place we were living got sold by our landlord. So we're like, well, we need to buy a house. We need to find a house. So we started looking for a house to buy. We found one to buy. The problem is it's not going to be available till later, but the house we were living in then, the lady wanted to move in right away. So we had to leave that house, but we bought another house that we can't move into yet. And so there's this time period where we have to live somewhere else. Where are we living? Right here. We're living here. We're living out of all. You can see these boxes. If you're watching YouTube, you can see these boxes. There's so many boxes. There's so much stuff. There's baby wipes everywhere. And it don't matter where they go, because we're living out of boxes. We're living off paper plates and plastic forks and spoons. And it's awesome. I don't care, because we're going to be here for a month more, I think, and then we're leaving. We're moving to the house that we're building. I know that I needed to get internet here, right? I wanted to get internet here so that I could A, play video games with y'all, as well as B, make content like the 360 Podcast. So I had to go, we had to get internet first of all. So I called the internet company. I'm like, hey guys, here's the deal. I need some internet. They said, great, we'll hook you up. Your stuff will be there in 2 days. What? So all the equipment came in like 2 days. Had to finally go. We finally get the internet hooked up. And then I realized that the place where we sit the routers way over there. I don't think you guys can see it, but on the floor there's an Ethernet cable that runs from the box over there on the floor all the way over here to my PC. It's stupid looking, but it works. It gets the job done. We got internet. I was playing Apex Legends with some of y'all the other day. It was awesome. Listen, here's the deal. I had to get an Ethernet cable, okay? An Ethernet cable that would run long enough. So I go to this place. I look it up on my phone. Little hometown place around here. Computers. They'll have an Ethernet cable. They will have a Cat 6 cable. Great. So I get there, and I walk in, and it looks like a place you don't really want to walk into. It looks like a place that you call and they come service your stuff. So I was like, I'm just looking for an Ethernet cable. I need an Ethernet cable. Can you help a guy out? And he said, absolutely, I can help a guy out. So he helps the guy out, right? He helps me out. I'm going to change this light a little bit. He helps me out. But let me tell you the story about how he helps me out. So I get there. He goes, yeah, we got one here somewhere. He starts looking through boxes and all this kind of stuff. Then he comes out from behind the counter. Dude's got no shoes on. Okay. You're just chilling here by yourself. I get you. But like, if you're going to come from behind the corner, just go to the back and put your shoes back on. And then come back. So he comes out to the front and he's like looking through all these boxes and stuff. It took him 15 minutes and he finally goes, got it, found it, here it is. And I'm thinking he's got something I can buy. A bag with an Ethernet cable. Here's my money. Take my money. I will take my Ethernet cable. Nope. He's just got a freestanding Ethernet cable. And he's like, here, look. And he just starts kind of pulling it out, and half of it's wrapped and taped. And I'm like, that's not really what I want. And he starts looking through it, and he's like, well, it's a little longer than 25 feet. I said, yeah, it sure is. Are you going to cut it down to 25 feet? Nah, I'll just give you the whole thing. And I'm like, you going to give it to me, or am I going to have to pay for this? I still had to pay for it in the end. But listen, so anyway, he starts going to he's looking around this kid, and then he goes, oh, well, it doesn't have an end. It didn't have the end. It didn't have the end that into your computer. It plugs into your computer. So I said, okay, cool. He goes, I got some. I said, okay, cool. So he goes to put it on. He gets it all done. This is taking probably 20 minutes at this point. He's like, this isn't the right end. He said he had some. He went to the back. He came back out. He goes, this isn't the right end. I know where I have some. I said, oh, okay. And he goes, I'm going to have to put my shoes on real quick and run home. He goes, I live like 2 miles away. Is that all right? I'm thinking, okay, all right. Now, here's the thing. I walked in the door 5 minutes before they closed, not as a jerk, but as a simple fact that I need an Ethernet cable. If you have an Ethernet cable to sell me, I buy it from you, and I walk out the door. And I'm out of there before 5 o'clock when you close. This guy, however, decides to leave his place of business at 5:30 with a customer still inside and says, I'm going to go to my home, my residence, find you a cable, and put it on, sell you this cable. I needed to buy a Cat 6 cable, and it took me an hour total. The guy goes to his house. I call my wife. I say, listen, I don't know what town I'm in because I just searched up an address. I searched up a place, a computer parts place, and I just went there. I followed my GPS, and I went there. I met a guy. He's got a little business inside of a bank building, and he went to his home to get me some things. So that's where I'm at today. And she just laughs, and she goes, we'll be home soon. I said, I'll try. So he finally comes back. He was gone for like 15 minutes, and he finally comes back. He gets the end on it. I said, so what are you going to charge me, by the way? He goes, $20. Well, I don't know if you heard that, but there's new tenants upstairs. I can hear them walk around. It's frustrating. I didn't know they were home. Anyway, he charges me $20 for this Ethernet cable, 45 foot long. And I was telling my buddy this story. He goes, well, did he test it? I said, yeah, he did. He actually tested it. He ran it from one spot to another. He tested it. He said, here, look, it works. He took all the tape off for me, which I was like, okay, thanks. But then it had gunk all over it. So it's $20 for a 45 foot long cable that works. I'm happy. I moved on. I have internet. There's internet on my PC. I'm happy. I can stream. I can play games. I can make a podcast, upload it to the internet. I'm doing this weird thing with my hands, and I don't care. So if you're watching on YouTube, that was a treat. If you're not on YouTube, get over to YouTube. Watch this on YouTube. It's great. 360 podcast. You can't miss it. Listen, folks, that was the beginning of season 2 of the 360 podcast. Welcome to the World Wide Web. Welcome to the internet. Again, this is the 360 podcast. My name is Mr. Zagley. Have a great, fantastic day. God bless y'all. Peace.